Hola a todos, bienvenidos a un nuevo video para el canal. Aquí su bro de semana su guante, Dankerverse en un nuevo video para el canal. Y estamos aquí con Dankerverse Impact. En el capítulo anterior habíamos quedado aquí sobre las malditas investigaciones de cómo vamos a encontrar el paradero de juez. Y vamos a ver qué va a pasar ahora. He venido con este nuevo equipo, que es un equipo híbrido de Hyperloom que he podido hablar para usar al Danker de rayo. Después de haberlo sacado en el último capítulo de la segunda temporada. Por ahora va quedando así. Petición del dragón, refinamiento 2. Los artefactos hay que mejorarlos mucho, como pueden ver. Quiero cambiar esto. Tengo que poner esto porque es lo que tenía. Este me gusta un poquito más. Esta pluma, pues bueno, la coloqué porque es lo que teníamos. Porque su pluma no está tan bien, como pueden ver. Ese está aquí, pero no tiene daño crítico como esta. Que tiene daño crítico, probabilidad crítico y maestría elemental. Esta tiene recarga. Y la vida no me sirve mucho. Entonces por eso no le he puesto vida. El cáliz hay que cambiarlo. Esto también hay que cambiarlo. Esto le puse esto para probabilidad crítico. Y tiene 2 y 2. Los talentos están así de momento. Y va a tener que farmearlo más. Pero bueno. Vamos a usar a Danker Hakai el día de hoy. El Danker de rayo. Y vamos a ver cómo nos rinde este equipo en caso que tengamos que pelear. Si veo que el equipo se me complica mucho, uso el equipo de siempre toda la vida. Donde está Mami Shogun, donde está Xiao, donde está Dion y todo eso, ¿ya? Pero por ahora quiero usar este equipo, ¿de acuerdo? Bien, sigamos con la misión. Muy bien, vamos a ver qué pasa.
Ah, seeing you at this time must mean you've already saved up a lot of credit coupons. Well, impressed.
So, now can you tell us...
If that
Huh? What do you mean?
Leonid and those other pesky broke urchins have all gone to work in the production zone.
We get it, just...
So, you know those pipes that make strange sounds? Don't ever, ever go near them at night.
Something even more terrible. Like what?
A group of cannibals.
Cannibals? In the Fortress of Meripede?
Every month, they meet a few times in the dead of night. Rumor has it they... But what's even scarier is that they have a special proclivity. Since they have no way to dispose of the leftover remains, they have ways to transform them into other forms.
Paimon might already know what you mean by other forms. So that's what's going on here.
¿Estás seguro que esto es cierto?
You two look pretty skeptical. No matter. Learning the truth behind dark secrets is... I've got things to do too. I suggest you just act...
Traveler, can we just trust him on this one? Oh, Paimon doesn't want her blood and flesh entombed here for all eternity?
Suponiendo que es verdad, ¿de verdad crees que son más fuertes que yo?
Oh, so that's how you see the situation. Huh. You know, Paimon does feel a little better about it now.
Solo hay que hacer lo de siempre.
When will all this see... Vito isn't here.
Y hagámoslo rápido, ¿no?
Just stay away.
What? What are you saying? You shouldn't go...
What are you talking about? Listen, you should keep your nose out of other...
Their attitude sure is suspicious. Like they're trying to avoid us.
Es evidente que me esconden información.
But if they're being so obvious about acting weirdly... Oh, this is all getting way too creepy for Paimon.
Nunca conseguiremos que nos digan algo.
So you mean we still need to investigate some more?
Habla.
Hello, Fielding.
What do you want? Criminals like you ought to be working right now. Catch my drift.
We just want to ask you a simple... Have you ever discovered anything odd during your nighttime patrol?
Why are you asking about something like that? Whatever happens at night isn't your concern.
Well...
A veces escuchamos ruidos extraños.
Right! We've heard it happens.
Really? I see. But it's not like I'm on duty. And now that you mention it, I recall my colleagues talking about something like that before.
So, what happens at night on pipe cleaning day?
They just conduct regular cleaning of the fortress's drainage facilities. There are 3 pipe cleaning days per month. And it just so happens that today is one of the scheduled days.
Oh, okay. Then what...
If that's all, then I'll be leaving now. I advise you not to try anything funny, though.
Don't worry, we don't want any time added to our sentences. Oh, he left. So what do you think about the pipe cleaning days he mentioned? Right, both are a possibility. But Fielding did say that tonight is a cleaning night.
Lo vamos a investigar por
I
nuestro
knew
lado.
you would say that. I'm so tired. But we can't sleep yet. They'll be cleaning the pipes tonight, so it's the perfect chance for us to investigate.
Si perdamos la
Whatever.
oportunidad,
Just be sure to
esperamos
wake
mucho.
Paimon if she dozes off. Paimon's worried something might happen if you go alone. Huh? Traveler? Did you fall asleep already?
Otra vez el poder de la visión.
Traveler, come on, wake up! Oh, it looked like you were just peacefully sleeping to Paimon. Well, what did you see this time? Really? So we're finally starting to figure out what actually
En un momento lo
Well, it's
averiguaremos.
about time for us to get moving. Careful. We'll get in trouble if the guards catch us.
¡Idiotas! ¡No pudieron verme!
Should be the place.
What? I know you. You were the ones we saw. Huh. You've got guts showing up here.
You'd better leave now. Ain't nobody coming here to save you.
Oh,
What'd
por
you say?
favor. Sabemos que los rumores y normas secretas fueron invenciones suyas.
Yeah, so what if they were? If you
Hey, what's the point of all...
I don't have to tell you anything. If you turn around, go back to the dormitories, and act like you never...
Yeah, scram. Nothing worth seeing here.
Algo me está llamando.
What did you say?
Isn't that exactly what... Hey, do you know our boss?
Tartaglia, también conocido como juez.
We had no idea our boss was such a big deal. So, did he have you come here to find...
Oh, so your child's crew here? Seems like he had no problem.
Soy
We're
amigo
the
suyo.
only ones who heard him say those words when he left that night. So unless he
Wow, those dreams of yours should...
We gave him the business for a while, and would always give him a hard time when he first... But here in the fortress, the strong will always earn... He was working the longest hours, and you could always see how amazing he was. So eventually...
But one day, he suddenly told us that he had to find a way to escape this place, no matter the cost. And as his crew, if the boss... So, we got to work, and used the hidden rules that were... We just wanted to give him a better chance of escaping on a...
Oh, thanks to your rumor, nobody would want to come anywhere near here, prisoner or guard. But has a child already escaped?
Because as far as we know, the pipe he went into isn't actually an exit. It leads to an abandoned factory area, and even if there were a way to escape, but boss still insisted on going in, so we told him that we'd pretend as if and that if he wanted to come back, he should wait for nighttime on a pipe cleaning.
So you come and wait here through the night a few times a month just because...
Yeah, but it's been so long now. We already know in our heart...
Is it also...
Nothing could ever defeat boss or slow him down.
Okay. Paimon was just brainstorming possibilities.
¿Podrían llevarnos ahí?
Keep quiet and follow us.
The way up from here has been sealed off. Boss left by going down from here. It wasn't... Later, we came back hoping to have a look. It's impossible to navigate and...
Do you think child got trapped?
Not likely. We all know that Boss was an incredible swimmer.
Ahora quiere decir que
Really?
se proyecta un buceo.
Then have him come investigate. Pronto.
It's getting late. We should leave.
Yeah, we learned a lot about what... When you said you knew a diver, you were talking about from... Why is child like this? What was he doing going into... Fortunately, though, it seems like it's... Now that we can finally relax... It's morning already? Oh, Paimon still needs more sleep. Huh?
Toma la mañana
Wait,
libre.
look over there. Isn't that... It's one of Linny's cards. Let
Efectivamente.
Paimon see what's written up. Maybe you haven't heard, but today is the monthly free day. It's been a while since we last talked. Have you been making any progress lately? Ooh, today's our lucky day. We have the day off. From the sound of it, Lenny's been making... We still have some time before we meet up. Let's talk with...
Y empieza el siguiente capítulo. Ok, están todos, se nota.
Hey, you over there?
¿Mm?
Yeah, you. Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
¿Aquí también se juega eso?
You TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up in...
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow invocation aficionados? All right.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius?
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punch, there are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even...
Si quieres podemos hablar.
Great! Since you've been here longer than
I thought you would have already heard everything by now.
why don't you pick?
All right. Have you heard any...
Ay.
Did you know that there are
Bueno,
two
lo sabía.
guys who are always skulking around in the corners of corridors gossiping? I never really found their gossip very... If you're interested, you can go talk with them.
Good to know.
Let me think. Oh, did you know that the Duke...
Huh?
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some... To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie. A forbidden zone? Sounds like...
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never...
Anything else? Not that I can...
Bueno, uno fuera. Siguiente.
Look, there are some people talking over there.
Bien.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface...
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us.
I don't...
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and...
What kind of filthy bilge water you spew? Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you... Who wants to live in the ruddy over...
And what makes you think they want to hire someone like you?
Whoa. Sounds like they're real. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say?
Seguramente.
That's true.
Y aquí está la cuestión.
There's a group of people over there.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two?
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about...
What's the matter? They're just...
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that.
You hear that?
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info.
Really?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it.
No fue tan
A little
grave.
mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good...
Your group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't...
So, you...
No. You don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that?
Claro que sí. ¿Podrías decirnos?
Whoa, all this info's...
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just the welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
Hace poco degustamos algo hermoso en el
Is
comedor.
that so? To tell you the truth, I'm...
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious...
You are correct. Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworld. You've already met the one person here you should never cross. The Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks. Even...
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think...
But did you know that Churia was a talented researcher?
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the Fortress of Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard...
You mean he hit a woman? Wow, I never imagined he would...
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man.
Wait a second.
Do you think could it be that...
After all, I do remember...
Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny. According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
Surrender!
Bueno, no puedo escalar para arriba. Genial. ¿Y esto? A ver. Si veo que me llevo a un lugar muy raro, simplemente activo el TP y ya. Ahí viene. Ahora, ¿hasta dónde me lleva esto? Quiero revisar. En una de esas aquí puedo activar el TP que necesito. Tengo TP, así que da lo mismo. Con el TP puedo volver cuando sea, pero quiero ver si puedo activar el TP de arriba, la verdad. Ese que está ahí atrás, la verdad, ese que está aquí. Ese quiero ver si lo puedo activar, la verdad. Muy bien. Aquí está este TP. Ajá. Ya veo. Entonces por dentro del agua la cuestión. ¿Será lo que creo que es? A ver. No, no puedo bucear. Ok. Para acá, ok. Bueno, parece que lo que quiero hacer va a tener que ir por el otro lado. Bueno, no importa. La verdad es que como teníamos TP, podemos activar TP, así que da igual. ¿Qué es esto? Otro deseo. Bueno. Pues sí, deseo. Literalmente cuando tire el siguiente... Cuando llegue Furina, lo voy a tirar, la verdad. ¿Dónde está? Sí, estaba acá. Ahí hay un toque, ¿eh? Por fin tenemos el toque que queríamos, weón. Está abajo al final el desgraciado. Ya, por fin llegamos al punto, a ver.
Huh? That look in your eyes. You found.
Más o
This is
menos.
no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
Oh, as expected of the legend. Huh. I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors. He is a harbinger, after all. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons.
Sí, ahora
His
debemos
escape route
encontrarlo.
is already flooded, so we'll have to cast someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up to the task.
Ok.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later.
Bien,
It's the
gracias.
least I can do. We're all in this together, so it's honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right on.
Collecting information has always been our strong.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, and if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now.
You can even estimate how long.
We've been working together for a long time. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now?
De acuerdo.
Oh, and there's just... Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts. Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and
What do you want us to do?
well, I won't call it easy. Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and invest. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do. Investigate the internal structure of the but also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
Haré lo que pueda.
My apologies, I just started rambling.
But that's not a bad thing, right?
Sabes que soy mayor que tú, ¿verdad?
All right, then we'll head.
Let's go our separate ways for now, then. Don't forget, we...
En marcha.
for now. Paimon will... There seem to be several people inside.
Right. I feel like it's not impossible.
So... it's a bit hard to understand them from here. Someone! Please help!
Oh, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you... The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Let me take a look. Please, lie down over here. Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly. You can do it, traveler! Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
Esta parece más fuerte de lo que parece, ¿ah?
My checkup has confirmed that he's not in... Oh, that's... I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it...
No mucho.
And here? Huh? But... What about here? Oh, I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's... So that's what it... And there have been other inmates complaining about the food. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you... Miss Levine, I'll have to...
Very well.
And she hopped away, just...
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
Más o menos.
His stomach ache's really bad. He was stuck...
If Miss Sijuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to...
But it also...
Well...
What do you mean, that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole force, though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient?
That's correct.
Are you two...
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for check... You could say she fancies herself as Miss Sijuin's capable helper.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that...
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it...
¿Mm?
Hey! There's no need to...
Release. It's way too early for us to even think of...
Hay gato encerrado en este lugar. ¿Qué hay ahí?
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively...
He just slowly walked off? Like that?
That's just... I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine.
You really...
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as... I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Sijuin should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel...
Gracias por la
No.
molestia.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Thank you for getting our medicine.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest?
and I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better.
Gracias.
I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right?
Sí, claro.
Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler So Alright then, is there anything we should know besides No, his base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure he'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Got it! Paimon will... Oh, you're going to take a nap already?
Gracias.
We've been to lots of places together. He may look a bit... So you're the best... Ah, you're awake. How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never
Sí,
left.
ya me siento mejor.
Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Thank you, Miss Sijuin.
Lo bueno es que por fin he activado el maldito TP, así que... El condenado TP ese.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time? No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, Paimon talked with Sijuin the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she...
Tengo algo que decirte.
Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny...
Luego de todos los sucesos, nuestros héroes seguirán buscando la pista después. ¿Darán con él?
Let's go meet up with Lenny.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts.
That's good. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago.
Wait, why is she...
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
then let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well, then...
Is now really a good time to...
According to my observations, Sijuin always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well. Also, I'm her brother, remember?
Okay, then let's head over.
Muy bien, en marcha.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh. Strange.
As expected, Sejuin isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
Tal vez
No,
encontró una pista y la
Lynette rarely
siguió.
deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were... Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we...
Okay.
Ah, this is it! We saw it before!
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would... Let's look around here for some more clues. None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said...
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up, which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up...
Esto no pinta nada bien.
There are some books here and a few files. Advanced nursing? These sure are some interesting books. She even has books on understanding...
Seems...
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper.
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card.
This is...
Is that all? The back.
Show me! Now!
That look good. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the... No! Could she...
Writhely. Did he deliberately...
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why?
¿Por qué doctor ahora?
That is a crucial question. Writhely. He doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no... You are not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Writhely. We're a completely different story, though.
Porque tú también no eres
I'd
subjetivo.
like to know that, too. Don't panic. Just think everything over. Wait, you're right. The fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds...
But what does he gain by letting
Ya lo entiendo. Dejó que ellos desaparecieran a propósito.
So he's challenging me and... We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the... If Writhely let him leave on purpose, then he's probably...
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to...
Oye,
Don't
cálmate.
be like this, Lenny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team.
Hey, don't be reckless. Traveler, please,
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go.
He's rushed out the door! After him!
Él no va a poder vencer a Tesla. Su cosmoenergía es parecida a la de Nebula. Por ende, tal vez sea igual de fuerte.
I feel like it's not impossible, but it'll require...
Is that so? Someone? Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably... Someone! Please help!
Whoa, are you okay?
What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. Oh my! What's wrong, little... Being able to read Lenny! Wait! It's no use. We have to catch up to him.
Regresan el hombre del patriarcado, desgraciado. Ven acá.
He's already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Writhely's office.
Pero hecho así de principio. Bien. Se viene una batalla épica, ¿no? ¿Mm?
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
Sabes que ese es un lugar tan pilo. ¿Qué tal si respetas el espacio personal?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Sencillamente le invité un tecito y le di pastillas para el dolor de cabeza.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would... Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you would...
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages... You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start. So you deliberately aroused the traveler's suspicions and... As for Fremine... No, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape.
There was no need to do so. The fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The
¿Para
only
qué
ones who
haría yo
act
eso?
differently are those with
No
personal
gano nada
agendas. It was quite easy to identify your
con hacer
colleagues.
esa tontería.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hand.
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
Déjame corregirte algo. Tu hermana sí está en mi mano, pero el
He's
trapicio
not.
no.
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much.
¿Dónde están?
Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss... Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up...
Wait, you locked him outside?
I closed the fortress's gate to the out...
Fremine's a star.
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume...
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always...
So, you...
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two. That I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine.
Muy bien.
You know just as well as I that you
Quisiste
cannot
sacar
last out there
información de
forever.
aquí y pasarme por alto. Pero ahora las cosas están a mi favor. Tu hermana está en mi poder. Y al menos que abra la puerta, tu hermano también caerá. Así que mejor colabora conmigo.
You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea.
Me gustaría
with
que
me.
llamaras a esa increíble jefa tuya, que es tan fuerte, y que la invites a tomar un tecito.
You want to see Father?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents'
Bueno,
evening.
sus hijos están en mi poder, ¿no es una razón de peso para traerla?
I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the fortress of Meripede? This place is basically an...
Oh,
Así que
see.
se trata de esto, ¿no te
so it's
gusta este
because she
lugar?
doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me,
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here.
Tienes una última oportunidad, invítala, o de lo contrario, ¿por qué quieres
Instead
hacerlo?
of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Mr. Fremine left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me.
I shouldn't ask for
6,
Wait,
2. Time's up.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my
La
afternoon tea.
negociación terminó. Váyanse de aquí porque están interrumpiendo mi tecito. Un momento.
Listen to the traveler. If you can't talk to...
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Nervalette, yes? You're here helping him out, but that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
Por favor, libéralo.
Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating. I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of... Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the productions...
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty. The Fonta promoter has been struggling. We often see Miss Siegewien up. Fonta's internal reports suggest the research notes said that the Melusine race, according to Collins, I've been told that the infirmary... The Fonta promoter has been struggling. We often see Miss Siegewien observing... The research notes said that the Fonta promoter has been Fonta's internal reports. The research notes said that the research notes said Fonta's internal report. The Fonta promoter has been. The research notes said that according to Collins, Fonta's internal report. The Fonta promoter has.
¿Nada?
We often see Miss. The research notes said that.
Por fin.
So that's what's going on. The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row. At first we thought this strange meat must have... She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone out of her sense of duty as the head nurse as well as her genuine concern. Siegewien has only the best... Unfortunately, Melusine, the recipients of her lovingly prepared special... Are we on the...
Not bad. You've uncovered Siegewien's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have
No
not
está
gone
mal.
unacknowledged.
Reconocen el poder de mi enfermera. Bien, siguiente pregunta.
All right, now for my next... There are also some hidden rules in the
A ver.
According to Collins, the research notes said that the Melusine race the Fonta promoter has been... We often see Miss Siegewien observing the prison. Fonta's internal reports... I've been told that the infirmary... We often see Miss... I've been told that the infirmary...
Ya vamos descartando puntos.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling. We often see Miss... Fonta's internal report...
Ya las vamos descartando más para que...
The research notes said that... We often see Miss... Fonta's internal report... The Fonta promoter has...
Ahí está.
Paimon gets this rule. That hidden rule of the pancreation ring is about how people get scared when they see it because they've subconscious. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet a blood red drink. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, they came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the pancreation tournament. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that, and so...
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light.
Reconozco que se han esforzado y han reconocido
Although,
todo.
based on your description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless with his words.
I may just reconsider my... All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Muy bien, vamos con la última.
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley. You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought
Oye, no lo hagas.
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sigeween.
It was nothing. Sigeween, though this gun may look like a toy, it's
Sigeween.
not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress. When Monsieur Nervulette asked me to come here, he told me... But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Lenny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
Si conoces a mi versión de agua.
I really am. His Grace knows it too.
My dear Sige...
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do... What are you talking about?
Take me if you want. What?
How touching. Can you...
Don't be like...
All right, everyone, calm down. I'll go get a cup of tea.
I believe I hear footsteps.
¿Quién apareció?
Some space, please.
Ah, Miss Clarand.
Freminet.
What's going on? What is Clarand doing here?
Work.
Sigo diciendo que
Sorry
su fuerza
about
es
shooting you,
increíble.
Mr. Lenny. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon.
What happened to Freminet? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like...
¿Será los síntomas de lo que creo?
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. Please, make some space.
I'll talk to Clarand while you get Freminet to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
What the fuck is here?
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial...
Please, look after Mr. Freminet for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator.
Where is she?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigeween may have been... How's the situation?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for...
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately...
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons.
It would probably work on Nervulette. He has a knack for picking out who...
That's a bad... Want some tea?
Not particularly.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea.
Might as well then, I suppose.
Lenny, are you okay?
I'll be fine.
Are you sure?
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but...
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon. Freminet?
He'll be fine. But for now...
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side.
On it. Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him.
De acuerdo.
The Duke and Clarand are gone.
Ya nos ocuparemos de
They
ellos.
probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarand Moran will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Fremine out of the sea.
Bien, en marcha. Vamos a hacer esto último y lo dejamos hasta ahí, ¿eh? Sí. Que la verdad ya quiero salir de estas misiones, de verdad. Ya están siendo muy lateros estos capítulos. Llegamos.
He's awake.
We're all here. The infirmary at the Fortress of Man. How do you feel?
Traveler. The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater.
¿Qué vas a poder hacer en ese lugar?
Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now. Where could Master Child be?
Bueno. Toca hacer esto. Vamos a terminar esto y ya lo dejamos de capítulo.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
Bueno, como carajo yo. Con esto.
Stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
Pero ahora sí se podría, a ver. Ya con esto basta. Bien, a ver. Ya la presentación, a ver.
This is where the water starts.
De aquí cuando se mete al agua y que la caga, ¿no?
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the right direction. There are traces here too. I need to keep going. Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait. What the? My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
Y eso fue lo que pasó, ¿eh?
I can't die here. I have to push on.
Y eso fue lo que pasó.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between.
Miss Clarand brought you back, but we also don't know why.
Miss Clorand, you said?
You're still too weak for Minette. Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarand will stay here as a guest.
a guest. Then I can...
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to. Yeah,
Bien, voy por él.
it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna?
No, please go on without me.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave.
Understood. In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you.
Thank you.
Y bueno, terminamos la misión. Así que vamos a dejar hasta acá por ahora. Fue un capítulo largo, bastante largo hay que decirlo, pero me gustó cómo quedó el resultado. Y bueno, vamos a ver lo que va a pasar en el siguiente cap, ¿no? Esperemos que en el siguiente cap ya haya muchos ya capítulos y que ya todo esto por lo menos ya está por fin avanzando y parece que por fin vamos a ir ya de este lugar. Pero bueno, lo vamos a dejar hasta aquí. Espero que les haya gustado el video. Si es el por su gusta, la suscripción, comenten lo que quieran, suscríbanse que no cuesta nada y nos vemos en el siguiente video. Adiós, gracias por ver, bye bye.